Today I'm going to show you how to make French bread. This recipe makes 2 loaves and it's very soft and delicious bread. Just look at that. It's soft, it's got a good crunch. First, we are going to do 2 1/4 cups of warm water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon or 1 packet of yeast. I'm using instant yeast in this recipe. You're gonna mix that together, and then you can either wait, or if you use instant, you can proceed. I'm adding 2 1/4 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, or you can use vegetable or olive. And we're gonna start out with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You're gonna use your dough hook and mix all of that together until it's mostly mixed. Now we are adding in another 2 cups of flour. And we're gonna mix this together. And we're gonna want it until the dough is coming free from the sides of the bowl. You don't want it sticking. That means it's too sticky. Like this is too sticky, so we're gonna add more flour. You can do a 1/2 cup of flour here. And then after this, you want to proceed with just 1/4 cup of flour at a time until you get the consistency you want. You just don't want it sticking to the sides of the bowl. I added in another 1/4 cup of flour. We're mixing. It's almost there, but it looks like it's gonna need some more, so we'll add in another 1/4 cup of flour. And it all just depends on the humidity. This looks a little bit more sticky, so here goes a little bit more flour. We're just wanting it to where it doesn't stick very much to your fingers and it pulls away from the sides of the bowl. You're gonna wanna knead this for 2 to 3 minutes. And I fast forwarded this part, but it looks like it's coming away from the bowl, as you can see. So that is the consistency that you want your dough to be. After you've kneaded it for 2 to 3 minutes, it looks pretty good. It hardly sticks to your fingers and it comes away from the bowl. I'm just going to mix it around real quick to get it all off the bowl. And then I lift it and I'm gonna hurry and spray my bowl with some canola oil spray so that our dough does not stick while it's rising. Get all that dough off your dough hook. We're just gonna put it into a little ball and cover it with a towel and let it rise for 1 hour. Here, where I do my dough, I put plastic wrap on my counter and spray it with canola oil, and it's a very easy cleanup and I don't have a messy, greasy counter. You're gonna put your dough out on your surface you're working on, and we're gonna cut it in half, as this will make 2 loaves of French bread. We're gonna put the other half back in the bowl while we work with this one. You're just going to spread it out with your fingers, kind of like a 13 by 9 shape. It doesn't need to be perfect, just kind of in a rectangular. Just think of a 13 by 9 inch pan, cake pan, and that's about the size you want. After you get it to the size you want, you're going to roll it up. And once you've got it almost all the way rolled, you're going to pinch together the end flap so it all stays together tightly. I've got my baking sheet and I've put a piece of parchment paper on it. I'm going to transfer my loaf onto the sheet and just kind of fix it, make it nice. We're gonna tuck in the ends, tuck them underneath to make the ends of your bread nice and round. And then we're going to do the same thing with our second piece of dough. We're going to put it in by a 13 by 9 rectangle Once you had it all shaped out how you like it, then we're gonna roll it up and pinch together the ends. We're gonna transfer that loaf onto our baking sheet next to the other one. I leave about maybe 4 inches in between. Tuck in the ends so they're nice and round. Fix it so it's nice and straight on your pan. And then I just use a knife here and I cut the slits in my bread. That's going to give it the nice French bread look. I'm going to cover it. You can either cover it with a towel, or I use my greased plastic wrap and just flip it over on top of the bread and let it rise for 1 more hour. And then I took an egg and a little dash of milk. I'm going to whisk that together, and I'm going to brush that onto the top of my loaves, and that will give it that nice brown color. You're gonna have your oven set to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna put them in the oven and they're gonna bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. I pulled mine out about 25 minutes. And this is what they look like. I like to top mine with a little butter or margarine, but this is optional. And here they are. They are soft, they are delicious. I love to have it with a meal or just with butter. Let's cut open a slice and I'll show you what the inside looks like. It's got a nice French bread texture on the outside and it's just so soft on the inside. Thanks for watching, and please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more.